So I want you to imagine that every time this wheel here rotates, your Instagram account grows. And putting it simply, the faster it spins, the faster your account's going to grow.
But this is a bike, not a freewheel, which unfortunately means that you can do things that apply the brakes and slow your growth. Luckily, there's also some things that you can do to make it spin that little bit faster.
So in this video, we're going to show you some of the things we did to grow Liv's Instagram account 180,000 followers in 10 months, sometimes picking up 2,000 followers a day.
Now, before we start, it's worth mentioning these things will only work if, firstly, you understand who your audience is. You need to know who it is you're trying to speak to, who it is you're wanting to come follow you, and what it is they really care about. And secondly, you have to make quality content, which is a broad statement to say that it needs to look good and has something that people are interested in, one way or another.
And then if you have that down, you are potentially sitting on a rocket about to blast off to Uranus. But before we get to that, let's just clarify what it is we're trying to do here. So we're trying to get Instagram to like us. Gone are the days of being seen online for simply existing, so we're left with just trying to stay in Instagram's good books to make sure our content is seen and therefore our business offerings can be advertised so that Instagram likes us and pushes out our content. And then if we can keep people on the platform for longer and then hold their interest, that will give Instagram an opportunity to show them another ad and make another million. So here's 5 things that helped grow Liv's account a ton and really got her wheel spinning. Whee!
Number 1, carousels. So a carousel post is one of these. It's up to 10 images or videos in one post which people can swipe through. Now, every little swipe is a little message to Instagram that this person is interested in your content. They swipe across because they want to see more. So without a like, comment or save in sight, you already have the opportunity to score yourself 10 ding dings of engagement. So break your content up into chunks. Instagram is a short form platform, which means people are rarely going to sit and watch video for much longer than 30 seconds, unless you really captivated them. So hold their attention longer by allowing them to swipe and maybe even swipe again and get your wheel spinning. You'll see many influencers using this tactic with a photo of them holding their Starbucks looking to the left, and then another photo of them with their Starbucks looking to the right. Number 2, stories. Okay, just in case you're not familiar with Instagram stories, these are found at the top of your feed and only last for 24 hours. So really, when it comes to production quality, I definitely feel that this is a case where quantity outweighs quality, i.e. it matters diddly squat if your lighting is suboptimal or there's little purpose or message behind what you're sharing. Stories are incredibly valuable to keep you relevant. The average person must follow hundreds and hundreds of people. There's nothing less valuable than a ghost follower. So they're there giving you a follow, you've got a number, but they never see, like or engage with any of your posts and are therefore pretty much useless to you. So how do you stop a follower becoming a ghost? You stay relevant. Make sure you occupy a little space on their news feeds as often as you can. Not only do you then have prime position if they become in the market for one of something that you're offering, but the real value is the it gives to Instagram when they watch your stories. They give your wheel a little spin. You also have tons of opportunity to get more wheel spins with engagement in your stories. Someone voted in your poll, someone left a question in the question box, someone replied to a story because it resonated with them. But the real pudding is how this reflects when you put a post up on your feed. If someone has been watching your stories, engaging with them, dinging the bell, spinning the wheel, Instagram is more likely to show them the post that you put out. You know, they've had this good feedback that this person is interested in what you have to say. So it feels that it's a pretty safe bet to show them your post to keep them on the platform. Stories are not that helpful in growing your following, in reaching new people, but your post being pushed to new audiences is. And if it can gain some good engagement due to being shown to a good chunk of your followers, you're increasing its potential for new reach. Number 3, page overview. Growth happens when a new person comes to your page for a little browse. Maybe they saw your post somewhere, so they came to your profile to see who you are, sniff you out. This is your moment. Don't waste it by not having a clear bio explaining who you are, but importantly, what sort of thing you share on your page. Don't leave it for them to figure out, because that would take them time, and time is not something you can guarantee that they'll give to you. And then you also have your story highlights. It's just a hunch of mine, but I'm pretty confident this is a feature used more by new potential followers rather than your existing. People find your page, you capture their interest with a post, and hopefully your bio didn't put them off, and then they're interested to learn more about who you are and what kind of things go on this page. So use your story highlights to let them know that. Save some stories with some evergreen content, maybe sharing past events, work, feedback from clients. Maybe you did an Ask Me Anything and you could save the responses that you gave. Hold their attention as long as possible, let them spin your wheel. And then also remember that your page, the overview of your collection of posts, is your first impression to potential new followers. It's your book cover, and despite what we're told, we do judge a book by its cover. So make it pretty. Your thumbnail is important for each individual post, but remembering that these collectively create your book cover perhaps give you a little understanding as to why. So number 4, thumbnails. So aside from forming your book cover, your thumbnail is the thing that will either stop someone scrolling their feed and pause, or quite simply scroll past. Another hunch of mine: someone simply pausing and looking at your post, no swiping, no engaging, still gives Instagram a little to your content and the wheel spin. So being eye-catching is what it's all about. In its simplest form, this means good quality images, good lighting, attractive colours, aesthetically pleasing. This can get a little confusing as we start to consider all the different forms that we can share content in though. A photo post is most simple, just make sure it's a good photo. But if you're sharing an Instagram TV or perhaps a reel, you can choose to add a custom thumbnail, which I absolutely 100% recommend that you do, with a photo that has been aesthetically optimised. Remember, it's going on your book cover. It's what may or may not attract attention in hashtag searches and explore pages. But if it's a single video post, you don't get this option, thanks Instagram, so you have to add one yourself. Take your optimal quality image and add it as the first frame to your video in your editing software. You can then choose this frame as the cover photo when it comes to posting. Something to remember with all these different sharing formats, it's that your book cover will only ever display the center square. So if you have text or a main part of the image that you're intending for the thumbnail, you have to make sure it lies here so that you don't get something ugly like this. Number 5, caption. No matter how long or short your caption, you're only graced with 2 lines on the newsfeed to try and grab your viewers' attention and persuade them to click the little See More button. So use this space wisely to encourage your audience to read what you've got to say. Your caption is where affiliate codes and product offerings can be placed, so there's real value in getting people to expand that box and read more. So make it clear, or make it enticing, make it controversial. Whatever it is, don't disregard it, and for God's sake, don't just put, "Hi guys!" It's also the place where you can add your personality. It's where your audience can get to know you a little better. And remember that people like people. People don't gravitate towards brands and companies. They gravitate towards people who they resonate with, who entertain them, who just seem like really nice humans. Use your caption to encourage engagement, start a conversation, ask questions, or offer your followers to ask you questions to help nurture your place in this community that you're trying to build.
Now, of course, there's a lot of things you can do to grow an Instagram account, and these were just 5 things that helped this one in particular. But the thing that really made the difference was when we worked out who the audience was and what they would really be interested in. What kind of content could they not click on? And when you know that, all of these other things will just work 10 times better. And actually, if you don't spend time working out what these people are interested in, what do they care about, what emotions do they feel around your area, then you just won't be able to grow as fast. Now, if you've started to grow your following, the next thing you need to do is try to turn it into a business or make some money from it. So this next video here is going to show you how to do just that. I got a bike for my birthday, can you tell?